all of the content that we've done up to this point has been digital. We never created anything physical. I was like, this means a lot because we're going to be printing material that's going to be around for a while.
Welcome everyone to Stay in Your Lane. I'm your host John Mahle, brought to you by Triple T Transport. Today, Paul Bernard Jaroslaki, Freight Caviar. If you didn't get this last month, the first magazine in print. Paul, it seems like everything you're doing is wonderful, well received. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's been a busy couple of months because of the magazine launch, because of travel, a lot of things going on. But it's also been a very exciting time in my life. So very grateful for everything that's been ongoing, and we're looking forward to 2026. It's going to be a big year for us. So very, very excited.
First magazine in print we received last month. Thank you. Love supporting it and happy to. I did happen to see some pictures of Reed in there. I've not got to meet Reed yet, but I'm sure we'll probably yuck it up at some point in time. So it's nice to see the teamwork. Sending it out together and communicating. That's a good thing. But what's next? Because it doesn't seem to me that you're someone that's just going to stop. You always got to be thinking. You're always moving. You're in print, and I will share with you what most of us love about Freight Caviar. We can go to one place, get caught up on all the news that's within 24 to 48 hours old. A quick synopsis, get the gist of it, and then get back to work. Some humor in there. Started off with funny memes, but now it's substance.
We're launching the magazine. We launched the magazine. This is the first edition, John, that you have on the table. We put that together in a month, and I'm really proud of my team because I woke up in October one day and I'm like, hey, we're doing this and it's coming out in December. And everyone was like shocked. Everyone was like, Paul, like we've never done a magazine. We don't know anything about print. Like you're crazy. Like this is not gonna work. Like, and all this stuff. And everyone's like kind of like worried that like, what am I doing here? Well, and then I kind of brought this energy where I'm like, okay, like, first of all, we have amazing content that deserves to be in print. It deserves to be lasting. A lot of the content that we've done up to this point, or all of the content that we've done up to this point, has been digital. We never created anything physical as a company. And so, like for me, I was like, this means a lot because we're going to be printing material that's going to be around for a while. I'm going to keep copies of this for 10 years for the rest of my life. I'm going to keep this magazine, right? And so it has deep meaning, and it also has meaning to all the people that are involved in the making of it, and also anyone that's actually featured inside of the magazine. And I got to this point where I got tired of all like algorithms on LinkedIn, Instagram, social media, and like making, and like it's also being always in such a hurry where like, okay, we had the newsletter, we have to keep every day we have to put it together, send it out ASAP. We have to post this on LinkedIn. We have to make sure this is good for social media. That's going to get a lot of likes and all these vanity metrics. And I'm like, I want to be outside of that control. I just want to create something that, I like reading a book physically. I like reading magazines that are physical too. Like, we spend, John, I'm sure you spend a lot of your day on the computer and on your phone, and it's probably nice to just be able to kick it back once in a while and take something physical and turn off the social media, turn off all the digital gadgets that we have, and kind of unwind and kind of just realize that like first of all, that this industry that we're working is quite remarkable. It's one of the oldest industries in the world where it's moving, quite simply, just put, it's moving something from point A to point B. But then, like there's a lot of nuances involved, especially in this day, the globalization of the world and how big the United States is. But overall, like, we get bogged down by all this, like these stressful events where it's like, oh, we can't cover this load because we underpriced it, or we can't cover this load because there's not enough trucks on the road. And it just creates it's a very stressful industry to be part of. And sometimes you get, kind of stuck in that stressful environment. And I think it's important to kind of like be able to have like something you can read where it kind of helps you step back and kind of understand like all the individuals that make up our industry. That's fascinating, and all the different like niches that are involved in the industry. Like we covered onboard couriers, which is the OBC in the magazine, where it's shipping high value products via an individual on an airplane. I was fortunate to do 3 of those trips this year, and for me, I think it's just important to give that to the community, give that to the people in this industry, and moving forward, we have a lot of stories planned. Like for the next edition, we're focused on Freight Alley.
This is tangible. This is a tangible product. It's not digital. It's not necessarily content driven in the same manner. This is a deeper dive for you. I think it's a wonderful thing. I'm a fan of having both options. It's nice, but it's also, I think for you, it's got to be fulfilling to be in a position to go from what you started as, and then, to kind of do so well in the digital market. Now you're in a position where you say, hey, you know what? This is what drives me. This is what I really care about. And you want to do this, and you can, which I think is a wonderful thing. I think that helps the industry. What are your future plans? What are your personal goals, maybe with Freight Caviar or without Freight Caviar, for 2026?
Yeah, so I'm very, very excited right now, and I have a lot of energy. I'm also doing a lot, but the goal for Freight Caviar is we intend to become more premium of a brand, in the sense of that, like, we have the magazine and we want to become actually a magazine first company, where like our core focus is the magazine, and we still will produce the newsletter, the podcast, the memes and stuff like that. But like our core product is the magazine, and then that's quarterly. So March, June, September, December. And then we have, alongside each magazine, we will release documentary/film, which is going to be what the theme of that magazine will be about. So let's just say for March, it's going to be about Freight Alley. So we're actually going to have released like a documentary/film of our interviews with all these individuals that we did, and kind of like highlighting the history through a visual aspect. So you could also just turn on your YouTube channel, open it, and like see a really like maybe just a real interesting documentary style, like maybe National Geographic, something along those lines, where it's like you just sit down and actually enjoy it. So that's going to be grouped quarterly. So we have that, and then we'll continue releasing the newsletter. What we're trying to really do as a brand now is to we're actually going to be lowering the amount of sponsors we have and making it all more premium. So it's like, what I want to do, we currently have about 20 sponsors, and it's a little bit overwhelming, I'm not going to lie. And the goal is for 2026 to be the transition period, to where we cap it at 10. We increase prices with our sponsors, but we cap it at 10, and we're going to make it a lot more kind of an exclusive kind of category. And it's also it's going to be like, I really want us to just be focused on quality content. I don't want us, in the past I've been focused on, hey, we got to post this, we got to post more, we got to do this, and now I'm like, wait, let's just focus on quality. If we focus on quality and really get that done, we'll be unstoppable. And I'm trying to create more content that lasts, that has more impact, not something that just drives clicks, it's like clickbait. I want to actually think this through, so that we are known as like, oh, that's Freight Caviar, and we already have the caviar in our name, so it's already kind of sounds premium. But we want to even double down on that and be like, hey, yeah, what we put out is actually really high quality. We think this through. We're not, and I want it to be like kind of like a boutique media company. And I'm not here, I feel like a lot of companies are here just to maximize revenue and grow as fast as possible and sell. For me, it's more about how do we build a company that stays true to its value and mission in life. And it's like, and with the magazine being our kind of like with us leading the way, the magazine, we have a strong responsibility also to provide actual, factual, truthful content. that's also educational, inspiring, entertaining, all of that. So there's a lot to work to be done, but I'm very, very excited.
No, I think you bring up a great point. I think we align more of a value approach and a high quality value approach than a volume approach, right? And I think that aligns with who you are as a person, and I agree with that. I may take a little longer, but we're going to be on the top shelf. It's almost like a small batch bourbon, right? Where you only make so many bottles of it, and it's well received, and it's a premium product. And I think that is I think anytime media takes that approach, you're driving value. Where you're gonna be making decisions that, you know what, we're only gonna take the top 5. We're not gonna post all 10. We're gonna look at these, and we're gonna do a better job with the 5, right? And I think that's a great idea, a good approach, and we're here to help support you, whatever we can do, and we're excited. We enjoy it. It's definitely a value. We do enjoy some of the humor and some of the memes and stuff, but I think the value is to this point has been the way we can get all of the information of what's going on in one spot in a timely, quick manner, right? So, again, value.